kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Penix on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Mooney. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Ready? 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Let's go!
They go play action. Here's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, Penix lost it. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long. Penix now. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders might be able to get some points late after the interception. They've helped them get this early lead, Bronk, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. And now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Incomplete.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Check, check. Dragons, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
That game to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Going right side, Robinson with it. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Staying with Robinson. And he won't get anything here before he's shoved out. So that brings up 4th down.
I know this is normally a passing situation in your 3rd down chart, but not unheard of to see an offense keep it on the ground and try to get the first run. And in this case, it's clear that going to the air would have been a better decision. That defense was dialed in to make that stop.
4th down, Penix. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Zach Harrison on the stop.
A run, it's Krosky Merritt. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for the back that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Daniels. Forced out to his right. This one will be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to start out at their own 35. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
It's into the hands of Mooney. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, Penix to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Penix on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Penix is going to throw again. He's trying to push the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Able to find Ertz. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Play action now. Daniels. Complete out to the right. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run here following the penalty. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion, because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Let's go now.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
And the Washington first
Out of the gun, Daniels. Searches from the pocket. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tag. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Going power, the lateral goes haywire, live ball. And the Falcons scoop it up. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Caught by his back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now.
48-yard line.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders continue piling it on Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Oh, they're going to try to pitch it left. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Commanders 48, Falcons 14. Matt Gay to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Penix here from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down, Falcons.
And again, it's Penix. Taking a deep shot here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Now Penix on third and goal. He's got it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Falcons trying to do some window dressing. Well, might as well go for it here, Brock. They're going to try fourth and goal. Desperation time here. And oh, he got it! Interception! And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown! Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick six.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, when you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get two, it's almost a certainty.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Penix working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, it's Penix. And this is another incompletion. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up fourth and long.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Trying for it with Penix. Catch made by Chuck. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. It's Penix yet again. Escapes the pocket. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. On the shotgun, Penix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. To the air with Penix. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
They're going
line.
to pass it here. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing this back in the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.